As it sits now, I'm pretty happy. The oil pan, you see if the camera picks it up. So for perspective, that's how much my oil pan is off the ground. Kind of scary. I mean, I'll be fine. The car's super stiff in the front.
Alright, man, we got a lot going on. Break it down. What's happening?
Maybe asking yourself, George, why are you on crutches? George, why are you wearing them Jordans?
The cripple 11s.
Let's not say the word crippled. That's very offensive. Okay? I'm offended.
I actually know somebody who's crippled, so
Stop it. Get some help.
Alright, I got ankle surgery. I'm out for a bit. Don's here. He's gonna change my oil pan. I cracked it. I got 15-inch wheels. Let's go on this side. I got 15-inch steelies for the front, and they look great. But when I went 15-inch wheels, because the 14 stockies that I had really big tires, so the car height was a lot higher than it is now, right? If you remember in the video, had 4-finger gap for the oil pan, right? No, not that gap. Oil pan clearance. I had 4-finger oil pan clearance. Just by going these wheels, I dropped to 2 fingers, and within like an hour of driving in the crappy city roads that I have, I broke my oil pan.
that explains it. That explains it. All right. Let's see where we're going.
We're gonna replace it. We're gonna raise the front suspension. I'm also gonna explain something we did for the rear that really improved the ride quality. The car was super bouncy, and it wasn't the coil's fault. It was my fault. We'll explain. We'll get there. Let's get it. There you go, man. Jack. There you go. Hey, get it, man. Look at that foam, man. Get it. Look at that foam. Oh, whoa. Your girlfriend is very upset with you right now. Look at it.
Be Stance Nation, they said. Be Hot Boy, they said.
Lowered my car. Drove for 1 hour. Snapped my oil pan. Alright.
I'm going to walk you guys through what you need for this. So obviously you're going to need a new oil pan. You might not need a new bolt. Depends if you're going to use the old one. You're going to need your gasket, oil pan gasket. That's going to sit right in between there and the motor. And then you're going to need a 10 millimeter for these little guys. There's probably 12 to 14 of those that you're going to have to take off. And then of course you're going to need a 17 for this bolt right here. So we're going to go ahead and drain the oil, and then we're going to get ready to take the pan off.
So I did add, come on man, hit it from top.
Oh, you want to remove here?
No, you see where it's up? There you go. So I did add a little bit of JB Weld to try to like stop the leak and slow it down so it won't drain all over the street or the driveway. And so we're just going to chip that off real quick and then get to the bolt and then drain all the oil out. Heyo. It's brand new oil, man. It still has some color to it.
It is very clean oil.
It has like maybe 50 miles on it.
Remember that, right?
Don's gonna remove the last of the bolts. We already did this side. Drop her, boy. Drop her down. Look at that. Oh, this car has 2 pickups. Interesting.
Maybe one's a put down and one's a pick up. Alright, so the nice thing about BMWs, gasket is very simple. You don't have to put anything on or do anything special about it. You just place the gasket on and bolt her up. So, if you could shut up!
Now that the oil pan's all done, just bolt it up. If you find out that you have a lot of bolt strip, good luck, man, because apparently it's normal. We only had 2, I believe, so that's not bad. But anyways, we can't be hot.
They were already stripped.
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't even get to put enough torque pressure on them to strip them myself. And they just aren't threading very well. So
next step,
that's pretty common.
Pretty common. Yay, BMW. All right.
So right now we're going to adjust the suspension to raise it up an inch, inch and a half, like he was saying earlier. And so what we're going to do is we're going to measure the distance here of thread that's left, and then we're going to try to close, or excuse me, we're actually going to increase that gap right there.
Yeah.
So
we just got a handy dandy. And we're just going to measure it.
I did too much.
So now we're measuring from the very base, because this part does not move, the black part.
It's all about the base. Do something weird with the editing right there.
I already saw what the
Alright.
So at the base, that doesn't move, and the preload on the coil right here, that doesn't move either. So this is our measurement. So what are we at now?
We're at 4.5 now, and we previously measured 3.5. So we talked about doing an inch to an inch and a half, and we decided to just do an inch because we didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Even though it would probably be the safe route for his oil pan, it's not gonna be
the safe route for the wheel gap. We're worried about the wheel gap. Okay, here, show him the wheel gap. I'm over here bouncing.
Oh, grab your crutch.
No, I'm gonna just lay down. Just show him the wheel gap.
I'm gonna lay down.
Show him the wheel gap.
Alright, man, so look how disgusting it is. It's pretty,
it's actually
pretty embarrassing.
I like it because it's elevated now. It doesn't look like it's ass up, face down. It's like nothing wrong with it. But at least it's now leveled.
Oh yeah, let's show the car as a whole.
Look at that, man.
Look at George right there, man. Look at that. Look at that happy customer.
Hey, look at
Don's Auto Care.
that. Don's Auto Care. Alright, let me show him the oil pan clearance now. Because I think we were at 2 fingers. I don't know
Dude,
if
if you went to H2OI, you like wouldn't even get pulled over. Oh, not really wrong.
See, now we're back to, that's actually like even 5 fingers. So I'm back at the height I was with the stock wheels. So, ow. But
That doesn't look much better, brother.
it really doesn't, but
You could set your preload tighter, your ride might suck, but it won't dip as much.
Yeah, I know. Alright, we're fine. We're good. We're just gonna change the battery is next. Add oil and get this car started. We'll probably do some rollers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, you got a joke.
Nah, it's over now.
You got a
dude.
joke.
It's gone now.
You got a joke about my...
Alright, what are we gonna go do, bro?
We're gonna go to O'Reilly's. We're gonna get oil. We're gonna change the battery because the car is dead because it's been sitting for like a month. And then we're gonna take some rollers.
We definitely ain't doing any walkers. Joe broke ass ankle.
You feel proud of yourself on that one? You feel proud of yourself? You feel proud of yourself?
Just a mop.
Grab one of those.
Oh my god.
And then, what else do I need? A battery. Okay. Look at that fresh oil. Nice.
I get you, man.
A little Jimmy action. It's just a fresh, expensive battery.
That's right, brother. Nothing but the best for this daily right here. Fresh batteries in. This man got his keys. He got fresh oil. He got new lows, or I should say highs, because we raised it up. Go ahead, man. Start her up. We'll wait for that.
We rolling?
Yeah,
Rolling?
I just
Okay.
wasn't sure if you wanted it.
No, it's...
Well, you could.
give me some
Alright.
time.
Here we go.
Thanks. So, now that the E30 oil pan is switched out, by the way, thank you, Don. I'm still crippled. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Now that the oil pan's changed out, I want to talk about when I installed the Silver's coilovers and what I did to get the right amount of low that I wanted. Insert picture. Yeah, I'll have a picture of
insert
the car.
here. Do that again. Insert.
Insert.
Bing. Okay.
Okay. Well, if you want that amount of low while still maintaining like really nice ride quality. I'm talking like you can't even tell you have coils. What I did, so you guys remember when we talked about having the rubbers so you don't get the squickety squackety? I'm gonna flashback a lot to the other videos. So the squickety squackety on the up and down. All right, remove those, get them out of the way. And then this was also, if you guys remember, it was also on that rear spring, and this pretty much adjusts preload. You can screw this up and tighten the spring and all that. Take that out. You don't need any of that.
That's extra ride height right there.
It is.
That's
dude.
fender gap right there. We don't.
It comes with plastic, so it doesn't, you know, so it's not like rubbing metal on metal. And just insert the spring, and then you're gonna compress it a tiny bit with the actual. Help me out here, Don. Brain farting here.
Strut.
Strut. With the strut, you're gonna compress the spring just a tiny bit. I wish I had a before and after picture, but before, this spring was omega compressed and my ride quality was like really, really bad. Like, I didn't want to blame Silvers because I knew we kind of like, not necessarily rushed the install, but didn't really pay attention to detail on what we could have done. So once I got rid of that.
And it's the first time installing, you know, we're not really BMW guys. Well, we kind of are now, but it's all a learning process, right?
Yeah. So, want to zoom in on that rear fender so you can see how much. So now we have this amount of low on 15-inch wheels, which is let's get that. So we're pretty much tire barely tucks on fender. Looks really awesome. I did have to raise the front. Obviously, we already talked about that for the oil pan, and the car sits like even. It doesn't have that like nose dip, you know, like booty sticking up type deal. And the ride quality is amazing. Honestly, I can't even tell I have coils. Anyways, again, thank you, Don. It's hard times for me right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't really work on my own cars. But that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Want to close it out for me?
Like and subscribe.
There you go. I'm gonna insert all the Goku animation. Cow doggo.
Nah, for real, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Love you.
Can you put your hand over the lens so I can